Waiting on people to kill people. People to do all the things that they do. Hi, chat. How are you doing? Good. Glad to hear you guys are good. Now we're just waiting for people to come back from the bathroom.
I'm sorry, Neil. I'm sorry. They asked me for this.
What did they ask? Alan, I swear to fucking God.
They asked for it.
Okay, we're just waiting for everyone to come back from the bathroom. A bunch of people are still out. All right, cool. What is that? Yeah. Everybody, please wake up, except for Unctious. Unctious is dead. And Sheth has turned into XSplit.
Oh.
That was weird because Unctious was like really gung ho for that vote, and then he didn't vote.
I called the formal and I did not vote.
Yeah,
Why?
you didn't vote, and he didn't vote, and then Tort didn't vote.
Why did that happen?
I didn't vote.
Wait, can we name the 5 that didn't vote so we can pick out the 5 that
It
didn't
was
vote?
Tort, Ryu, Unctious, and Carlton.
Yeah.
And
So
Still XSplit.
I felt
yeah,
like
XSplit did it.
I felt like Bob was okay. I felt like Bob accomplished something, and
Wait,
one
is
of the
Bob
things.
unctuous?
No,
No, Bob is
no,
Sorcerer.
no.
Unctious is Tom.
I feel like you mentioned
No.
Bob actually
Wait,
accomplished
Thor
something.
was town, right? Who?
What?
What?
Wait, I think
Bob was.
Bob
Sheth's
Sheth's stuff is messing up. Can we wait a sec?
We don't know.
Oh,
Well,
We don't know.
here-
We don't
here's-
find reveal upon death. It's not like a four Mafia game.
Here's what I think. I feel like what I did notice was that Sheth voted for Bob, and it struck me as something that if he were town he wouldn't do necessarily.
Why? I voted for Bob and I'm down.
Well, like
That's
Nine
tell me
people
why you
vote
think
for
that.
down. 9 people vote for down. At least 5 of them have to be
Are you
down.
saying that 9 people are Mafia?
I'm not saying 9 people are Mafia, but
Why
I
do
am
you
saying
think-
that more people.
Why do you think me in particular would not vote for Store if I was town? Like, why?
If Store were town, that's what I'm thinking, because I don't like I'm 50-50 about Store. Like I was 50-50 about Store, and so now one of the big things I noticed, like if you did not vote for him, then I feel like that would have made you town for me, but you did, so now I'm a little more suspicious on you.
It makes no sense to rub on that.
What?
I've already had my position on what
Well,
doesn't make sense. But
No, guys. Like, if Store's a high, quote unquote high priority, like if there's more value for him, then, like, obviously the people that wouldn't necessarily want him around would be like Sheth, or would be like, I don't know.
I don't know.
Wait a second. Are you saying that Sheth wouldn't want him around, and then Sheth
Um,
voted for him? I mean, it makes sense.
I guess I am saying that. Like,
So you
but,
what?
yeah. So like,
Am I the only one that sees absolutely no logic?
I'm trying to follow it.
Yeah.
I'm not following any of it.
sum it up again, Peter, in more
Peter's
clear
being
words.
Peter.
My
Think
point
about
is,
it. No. Take a deep breath and think about what you're going to say right now.
Yeah, take your time.
my point is that I don't think Sheth would have voted for Store if he were Town in that situation.
So you're saying you think that he's Mafia and that's why he voted for Store?
Yes.
Why?
Makes more sense, the argument now. Like,
But why is it Sheth and not all the other 8 people who voted for him? Why?
Sheth was the person I was looking at in particular. Like he was the only person I was paying attention to because Sheth is scary, right?
Sheth is a sneaky person. No
I'm
crying.
afraid of spiders. I'm a human like you. I'm not that scary.
I want to turn the focus back towards Kayla. Kayla, I'm sorry, but you're being too different from your usual Mafia or the game Mafia play.
Yeah, because I've played Mafia as Mafia once.
Yeah, and you're very laid back this game. You're very just kind of chill and
a lot of medicine.
But I've been laid back too, though. It's not. She feeling sick, I get, but like I don't think a change in play style is inherently going to be something.
Honestly, everybody's been just kind of like talking the whole time, and I don't really have anything to say. Like I made fun of Storzerg stuff, but I don't have any actual insight on anyone. I'm always suspicious of Storzerg, which I said that. Eric, I'm suspicious of, but I think I'm just biased towards him, to be honest, and I'll accept that about myself. I feel like Peter's logic makes no sense, but he does that every time, so I'm really not sure. I'm always suspicious of you because you're a backstabbing, lying cock asshole.
Cock asshole.
There's a lot of swear words.
Guys, we don't want to get flagged by Team Liquid now.
Why are you biased against me?
Because I don't know you, and I don't really like it when you talk. But you probably don't like it when I talk, so it's okay. It's
Well, here's the thing about that, Ryan, that I don't like is that, like I've previously said many times, I don't like the idea of voting out Town no matter what.
Right.
Like, I don't like the idea of voting out because they're sick. Like if they're sick and they're Town, I'd rather have them in the game because that's another Town person. Like if they don't, if she sit there and she's like almost dead, she's just like, I'm almost dead. It's still a Town person in the game that helps our numbers.
Carlton would rather have her die and realize to kill her.
If we don't mention her, she's still in the game.
What Ryan is saying is that everyone, like, we don't know if she's Town or Mafia, so like take that off the table, and then like
it's almost like a new guy read, just like
I don't know if I agree with that.
Nathan,
So
kind of just be
understand
quiet.
it.
I know Nathan's been talking
Well,
up,
I
but
have
it's
been
idea.
participating.
Well, the thing is, like, if
speaking
you
of
want to vote her out, vote her out because
speaking
you
up,
think she's
what about
Mafia, but don't vote her
Tort
out because you think she's sick.
No, I'm
What about
honestly just
Tortellini?
trying to lay back more because I did get very heated in the last one, and I felt kind of bad for that. I always feel bad when I get really heated, so I'm trying to tailor it back a bit, and I just haven't really had any
by
reads.
calling me a cock asshole, that's you're tailoring it back a little bit. That's
It is.
That's
You poked at me
Better
first.
choice words, obviously.
I'm not going to say I think you're Mafia. I'm just saying.
You don't want to hear what she has to say.
I kept my tone
what
level.
would have said.
I didn't get too loud. I guess that's more of what it is. It's
Nathan's speaking
all
up.
in good fun. I know
More
you
vulgar,
like me.
less loud.
Did you hear me?
I love being vulgar.
I heard you, but I don't think anybody else did.
What'd you say, Bo?
Tortellini.
I said I think that
I heard totally.
Kayla and Peter aren't making any sense.
How am I not making sense?
I think
asshole?
Kayla's making perfect sense. I think Peter's was just like him just talking, and I was like,
Peter
what?
was just rumbling a little bit.
I
There's a lot of
understand.
rambling going on, but his ending point with what he needed to say when he took a breath made sense.
He summed it up.
Yeah.
Kayla made sense of what she said, and I don't like Ryan pushing her again this early. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like that much. What I really want to
Make a more effective conversation. I'm sorry, were you suggesting?
Let him finish.
What I was going to tell her, like, if you're going out of that, like, move out of that subject already and go forward for something else. I would like to hear if Carlton has anything about Anchus, like, that we can use.
About Anchus?
Yeah, because he died. We don't know. We didn't talk about his death. Do you have anything?
What did he talk about? I don't recall what he talked about last night.
Anxious at the beginning was pretty solid on Rob. Like he thought Rob was safe, like right from the get-go. I figured out why he thought that so early, but like that was his initial read on him. Store was coming out against Unctious.
No, against
in the
I thought it was
beginning.
against Eric. Oh, at the beginning. Okay.
No, like in the beginning, Store came out against Unctious. He came out against Tort and Nathan. Like those were his three. You know, he's like
Peter agreed.
yeah, and then And then Ryan, I think, also mentioned unctuous at one point.
I don't remember talking about unctuous or feeling anything about him anyway.
I don't have that either. These are the people that I have on my kind of safe list right now. I have Peter, Jason, Ryan, and Julian. And my somewhat mafia list is Kayla and Nathan.
I kind of agree with to an extent with you. Like I have my I'm not gonna say who I think is safe because I don't think that's a good play, but I think that
doesn't matter. I mean,
I mean that's your play, that's cool, whatever. But I'm saying that like I think Peter is very suspicious. I think Nathan's suspicious mainly because he hasn't really talked anything besides putting blame on other people. But mainly that's those two are the ones who I think right now. I'm always suspicious of Ryan though because he's been leading.
Fuck yeah, Ryan.
Conversation. Yeah. Okay. So when do I lead? Okay, think about my mafia play.
I know your mafia play. You sit back until game round.
Right. Am I playing my mafia play?
That. Like I hate going off those metas.
Like you know how you play. Saying how you play is gonna be
go the other way.
Okay. So I'm either metagaming you guys or I'm trying to lead the town.
I'm not saying you're. I'm just saying
you're only
like accusing you or anything. Just saying I'm suspicious.
I'm trying to lead the town towards the people I think are mafia.
It feels more like you're throwing darts and hoping someone snaps.
No,
I don't think anyone's saying
he
for
made a
sure
good
you're
play on
mafia.
Storzer. I thought that was a good play, but when he just went straight after Kayla, like afterwards, like at the beginning of this night, I was like, or at the beginning of this day, I was like, wait, what?
Kayla.
Thank you. I have to admit, even though he's been coming after me, this is kind of how Ryan plays when there isn't another dominant voice in the game, because he just kind of. Excuse me?
No, it's not really.
It's not.
It is previously, like a month ago, I guess, but Ryan does do that. Like, if there's no one else talking, he'll kind of like start to do stuff. But it is, like, I'm suspicious as fuck of him in every instance, because, like, fucking 90% of the time he's been Mafia. So, honestly, he's the person I'm most suspicious of at this point.
So,
I hear that.
So, Peter, is the reason why you wanted to go after Sheth because he wanted to call a formal on you in the first game or the first round?
I honestly don't remember that, so no, that's not the reason. It's purely based on the Bob vote.
Why is he more suspicious than me? And I voted for Storzerg, and I came out in his defense in the beginning. Because
I was paying more attention to Chef than anyone else.
Why though?
Is this a coincidence or
what?
Like you just happened to be watching him, that's why you're on him?
Because I thought I honestly believe that Chef is one of the scarier players that is remaining right now.
Okay,
let's just watching.
Let's move off this then.
I've never actually seen Chef play.
He's a really fucking good player.
He's pretty scary. He is pretty scary.
Good. If he's mad in the last round, he's gonna fuck everyone in the ass.
Like I've never played Mafia, but people have told me he's good. Like that's how much. It's because he's a mana bearer, so everyone thinks he couldn't possibly be Mafia, and it fucks everyone.
That's part of the problem, yeah.
Are you fucking us, Chef?
Fucking it's hard.
Yeah. What's your defense for being a nice person?
I save it up for Mafia so I can win. Like that's my whole goal.
Alan, I have two questions for you.
Yes, sir.
Why are you Mafia and why am I not dead yet?
I'm not Mafia, and if I was Mafia, I would keep you alive again just so you can screw us town over again.
Exactly.
Yes, I see where you're going. Yes, I see where you're going. Yes.
I'm still alive.
Yes.
So.
I don't know. That seems like.
No, I think it was.
Ends.
Hey, Julian.
Yes, sir.
You and Jason have been talking a lot, and I've been liking your points. I just want to see how you feel about Alan. Like, what are your reads on him? Like, be as descriptive as you can, if you don't mind. I'm very curious.
Descriptive as I can with Alan. Jason, you want to go first? Go ahead.
Did he ask both of us?
Yeah.
Okay, I think Alan's been speaking more than when he's quiet, but not enough to make me feel that he's down. That's like from what has been said so far. That's the most critical that I can be. He's been talking more than when he's really quiet, but the talking that he has been done so far is not enough to make me feel he's down right now.
I don't. My read on Alan is this is how he kind of plays. Like every game besides actually in person. He's very quiet, and then he asks questions, and he's playing similar than out of the games that I played with him. But I don't ever read if he's like I don't think he's town, but I don't think he's mafia. It's very much in the middle for me. If I was leaning one way or the other, I would lean to town. Although that I don't think he's been making pro town plays at the moment.
What about you, Seth? What do you think about it?
I haven't played with him before, I don't think, or if I do, I don't remember. I think he's been just really quiet. I think he's been almost more quiet than Nathan, but it might just be I don't recognize his voice.
If you think he's quiet,
I think if you think he's quiet, I don't think he's more quiet than Nathan. I think
Maybe I'm
he
just
actually
not
makes
seeing it light up.
I think he would make more pro town plays than Nathan would.
He's being as quiet as Nathan.
Hey, now that's just bias.
He's being as quiet as Tort.
He's being quiet as
Nathan's
Thor,
been-
Nathan,
Nathan's
and
been more
Rob.
vocal than they have.
The four of them has been really quiet.
What Eric, you said last game you had really good reads. What are you reading right now?
Right now I'm suspicious of you and Nathan. I don't see how much value Tort is playing in this game, and I don't know. Either Sheth or Peter is, I think.
Are you saying they both can't be Mafia?
I don't want to say any more about those two, but
Eric, can I
Please
ask
do.
What was the point of that?
Eric.
Yeah.
Is the reason why you're suspicious of Kayla and Nathan because she protected him, or do you have something else?
She's
That
just
wouldn't be that dumb.
playing completely different just for taking 150 milligrams of ibuprofen.
That's standard though.
It was
So-
1600, but yeah.
Oh, okay, that's not standard.
1600.
That's
Yeah,
about what I took.
prescription.
That's like.
But
beyond
that doesn't
double
change
dosage.
the way it is. Like, it made me
Okay,
so that I'm
so-
much perkier. My headache's gone.
So I got a little suspicious when, like I said earlier, that when she was really gung ho about getting rid of the quiet people, and then she was very quick to defend Nathan. And I was already a little suspicious of Nathan as it was, so I kind of formed a link there.
Okay.
Was there a reason for your question, Alan?
I just wanted to see your reasoning for that.
Okay, yeah, that's the reason for that. I don't have, like I said, I've got a pretty good town read on a few people. I think Ryan is definitely town. Julian, I think is town as well, and Peter, I thought was town. I don't know. He's just sounding really stupid right now. No offense. And
Shots fired.
No, Peter knows I like him. I'm just like just the things that he was saying just didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. And that was the wrong word. And Jason, I had a town read on him earlier, and I'm sticking with that as well right now. I'm curious why Carlton's not jumping in more here at this point.
I feel like I've been jumping in
He's
quite a
jumped
bit.
in whenever he's been
He's jumping in now.
This one you're talking to, but like
No, even more than when people have talked to me. I've interjected quite a few
No,
times.
yes, he's added things.
okay.
You haven't.
See,
So-
I think the thing is that Eric is actually not paying attention, like I initially said, and that is a lot more of a Mafia thing to do.
I don't really pay attention.
I think saying not paying
Because,
attention is accusing
as
someone of
Mafia,
being
you want to be
is-
paying attention because you want to be able to defend yourself,
have to be
whereas
on
you
top
could
of
just
the
be
game, man.
a disinterested town and you
the
can be more
reason
passive.
the reason why
Well, I'm
I'm
just saying that like
suspicious of
there's a
Nathan
difference
is
between
not
not
because
paying attention and sorry, not talk of you.
So the reason why I'm suspicious of Nathan is not because he's quiet, because he's talking a lot. It's just the things that he's saying don't really matter. He's just kind of like throwing blame at random people. So I feel like he's speaking up just to not get lynched.
You're watery.
So me?
No, that's fixed.
Or I'm
No,
trying to
don't worry,
learn
man.
from the
You're better now.
previous game.
Sorry.
So I don't know. I have a gut feeling that he's just trying to get he's trying to push off blame because he doesn't want to get lynched himself. I don't know if
Is
that
that
means
how you play town?
Yeah.
No.
You try not
I
to
feel
get
like
like,
I feel like that's sort of how
you have oh god.
Am I
Again,
fundamentally
agree or disagree
misunderstanding
with the
this
quality
game?
of his play, but you never want to get lynched as town. So if he's town, he wants to express himself as, "Hey, I'm going to try talking up more." I mean,
I don't understand how I thought the entire point of this game was if you're town, you don't want to get lynched because then the mafia wins.
I think
That's not the whole thing, though.
it's different though because I think Tort has said less, but his words have been more meaningful.
Yeah,
so I think
I
I think you're
don't know if
trying.
I agree with
just don't
that,
think
I
it's.
don't. Yeah, I don't think anything the Tort said has been meaningful yet.
Like,
Jason wants to talk.
Nathan, it was relative to Nathan. That's
well, even no, even so, because
I'm
if Nathan
also
gives
concerned.
misinformed opinions and Tort gives, bland, bland statements that actually don't have any opinion behind them, like, there's a huge difference. We can say that Nathan is just like he's not a very good Mafia player, but maybe Tort actually has something to hide. So
Hey,
that's
Jason,
where I
Jason,
disagree.
go.
Please talk.
What I have to say is that what you said is really bad. You have to speak up because if you want town to win, you have to gain their trust. So if you don't speak up, being afraid of saying bad shit, you're gonna make town lose because they won't know how to feel about you.
No, I've
you have
been
to speak.
speaking up. That's the entire point.
Peter,
It haven't been said good things. So like between you, Rob, and Tortellini, like three of you are in the same boat for me. You haven't said enough stuff that make me think you're down.
Well, give us some stuff right now then.
I mean, I was in that group. I guess I'll start. I'm suspicious of Peter, but just like I said last game, and I put a lot of marbles into the fact that when Peter kind of says things that I don't inherently agree with, and I think that he's a smarter player than what he's saying, I'm suspicious of him. I can't go gun-ho about that because I did last game and it backfired, so I'm not really sure I'm in a position to do anything with that. Nathan, I'm totally fine with killing off Nathan again, as well as Tort, on just that I think that in the position of newer people and quieter and later you go into the game, it's more of a disservice when you don't have a historic basis of being able to read off them. I agree with everything Jason's saying, and I think it was very good in him calling me out. I was wondering why I kind of haven't been grilled a little bit sooner because there's been a lot of going around circles talking about other people. Sheth, I think, is just on a stake for being a nice guy. Like I don't think he's safe. I don't have any opinion of him. I think there's just like that thing when you have a notoriety and a certain like fear that there's a lot of things builds up, like when everyone just thought that I was always Mafia. So even I would give defenses and my defenses would get me a lynch. Stuff like that. I think there's a historic trend that kind of gets tagged to people. Eric has been talking. I kind of, my gut feeling has been he's good. Ryan's talked up too. He's kind of dropped off in the past couple of minutes, but he's brought up a lot more than me. So I am in no position to really shoot him down. And that's kind of where I'm at the moment. If people have Carlton's still doing his thing, I think he's been more active than normal games than he plays in. Like I've liked his direction and guidance in general. Talking about theory, agree or disagree, I like what he's saying. That's pretty much my thoughts on people. If you have anything else, let me know.
Let's hear from Nathan then.
See, I'll start from the bottom left of my screen. Sheth, I feel, has been playing super aggressively. In between him just formaling, as well as him trying to lead discussion at the start. He hasn't really done that since because people have cast aspersions on him. So I'm not sure that is causing him to do it or just that's how he plays. So I feel like he's playing pretty aggressively, and I don't know what to read off of that. That's just an observation by me. Julian, I think, has done a lot of bandwagoning and hasn't said much himself. I'm not sure if anybody else gets that same feeling. Tortellini, I believe, is the actual de facto least talking, despite everyone trying to pin it on me.
You speed this up a little bit. This is gonna take like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna go kill myself.
Give us your top reads for each side.
Yeah. Top best, top worst.
Your top 3 people do you think Mafia, top 3 people you think are town?
6 people, not us.
I want to do that too.
I'd say top 3 Mafia. Probably Eric and Sheth and I'd say probably Alan.
Alan is pretty suspicious.
On the
town?
I was gonna say Alan as well, but
top 3 towns, I'd probably say Probably say Ryan, Jason, and Peter.
Okay.
Tortellini, will you do this? Will you do the same thing?
Yeah, I'll definitely. I want to start with town. Usually, I don't. Usually, I either stay either assume everyone's mafia or just neutral. But if I had to really go with my gut feeling, I'd say the people who lead are probably the best. So people like Eric, people like Jason or Ryan, and then I guess Peter, because they really set into focus what we're trying to find out here. And to me, that's beneficial. But at the same time, mafia could just be intentionally misleading. So I don't know. I think there are 3 towns for mafia. I think Alan, because every time he interjects, it's always to either inquire on someone, and then that would be it. That he wouldn't contribute anything more. He wouldn't say or blame anything more besides either bridging off into another conversation or trying to follow through on what we're already talking about. I think Chef as well, because he's good. That's just bias right there, and I don't know. I don't really have a third.
Alan, who was your second one?
Chef.
He said Chef.
Chef was my second one, and I don't know the stuff like that. I don't really see a third.
You don't have to have 3. Like if you don't, then you don't.
Okay, I just have 2 then.
Go ahead, Eric.
Ryan, who's on your cannot be mafia together list right now?
Well, aside from what we just heard from those guys, it's Jason with an I and Storzerg. Well, Storzerg's dead, so it doesn't really matter. So I guess that means Jason with an I might be clean as town based on what I put. Everything else I just got from those guys. I don't have much of a versus list right now.
So him being clean, you would say that would mean that Storzerg was more than likely mafia.
It just means either that or Storzerg was town. The only thing that I can read from that is that Jason would likely be town. Or if if Storzerg was mafia, then that makes Jason town. But if Storzerg was town,
right,
Jason would be mafia.
So then that's just going off that early call when Jason accused Storzerg.
I'm sorry.
That doesn't seem like it gives us any information.
I personally don't like that. Like,
I think the only reason we asked the question in the first place was because he always keeps this list, so it's good to have Ryan's information.
Right.
I just have a quick question. When do we find out the people who die when they're town?
End of the game.
We don't learn at all. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, it's not like Foreign Mafia.
I still want to reiterate.
Did we hear Rob's? Because out of those 3, we didn't hear his
fucker.
3 and 3.
Yes, we
Right, it was before we did 3 and 3. Well, I kind of
that was before we did 3 and 3. But I would like to hear that.
No, we heard him he was the first one to do the 3 and 3.
No, I was before 3 and 3.
No, he did everything, and then
that was my 3 and 3 down.
Your 3 and 3. I have the people you were suspicious of is Peter, Nathan, and Tort, and the 3 that you thought were safe: Eric, Ryan, and Carlton.
Like he didn't give us 3. He just talked about everyone.
He did his 3 and 3 without saying I have 3 and I have 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
He gave 3 names for each, so I figured that was his 3 and 3.
I really like the stuff Julian says, but it makes me suspicious of him because he's so like
bandwagony.
Kind of like.
Can I? All right, saying the word bandwagoning and stuff like that does nothing.
I didn't say that. Now,
I'm not saying you. I'm just saying the term bandwagoning.
Adjective for your behavior.
Bandwagoning is actually very relevant.
No, I think it is to an extent, but I think having the same views as people, and just because they made it first doesn't mean you're bandwagoning at all. I'm sorry, Kayla.
I think if you have a justification, then you're not bandwagoning. But if you're just following along with the herd, then it is bandwagoning.
So it's been 20-some minutes, 25 minutes. Do we have any formals or anything?
See what happens
that
when you kill Tim first round?
Wait, we're getting to it. Ryan,
guys.
what do you think about Kayla right now? I know you were thinking she was mafia earlier. Do you still
trying to kill me, motherfucker?
So about Kayla, reading her body language, what it would say to me is Kayla wants to feel safe right now because she's been in a very fetal position, and she's been hugging the dog and shit. Like I feel like she feels like she's out there and she's in danger. Dude, I'm telling you. Okay,
Yeah,
Why
just like
are you
last week,
so
you had a
hard
random
on
just
her?
telling you,
Jesus.
she's got
Therapist?
the dog. she's
Guys, let him finish. Fuck's sake.
I was
seriously.
holding this last game too, though. It's
Yeah, but
literally because I noticed that my tits keep kind of showing, so I put it here.
Okay, but you've been like squeezing the fuck out of it.
So what's the conclusion of that then?
I want to lynch Kayla.
I do too.
Don't kill me. I'm town.
I don't want to kill
Seriously.
Kayla personally because she keeps saying things I'm thinking. Like I kind of agreed that Julian just like hasn't felt as clean to me as Jason. Like they both took in almost the same role to me. But I felt like Jason's answers just felt cleaner to me. I'll just stop it there. Like
I feel like
I
we
like
should.
what Kayla said so far.
I feel like we should kill at least one between Tortellini and Nathan because they won't be that helpful. And it's already
Shit,
midday.
Vancouver to help you kill both of them.
Well, at least
That's
one.
your-
That's what I'm saying. Like, pick one now, and then we can
I think-
revisit it.
Doesn't that just?
I think we're going.
Like I thought that'd be a good idea at the beginning. Like I suggested the same thing on the first night, but I don't know about the second night and so on.
Second night is still fine. Like,
Every
if we
day is
don't do
different.
it now, we can't do it anymore after this because we
I'll
won't
put a
have enough
promo on
people.
Tortellini then. Promo on Tortellini. Tortellini,
Okay.
defend yourself, man. The accusation, so you can try to defend yourself better. Just you've been way too quiet. You haven't tried to help the town. It's not like only speaking up when people talk your name. It's speaking up when you think you have something useful to say, accusating someone or trying to make links so you see how people react. And haven't done any of that. Haven't even like tried to pretend your town. So.
Oh, and Neil, there's a formal on Tortellini
Thank you.
by Jason.
That was actually a good move. Letting him know.
Great news. Tortellini, do you have
Glad you're
anything else
paying
to say in your
attention,
defense?
asshole.
We didn't even give a defense yet.
Defend
we
yourself,
just got to
Tort.
the game.
I mean, generally, I've been trying to contribute. I gave out 2 names when we had to list 3, so I guess that's not really as great as everyone else. But I really
Wait,
feel like
who are the two that you listed? I'm
I
sorry.
said Alan because I said he only intervened when it was convenient. Sort of, he would inquire on someone and then he would just pull back, and that would be his input for the day. And then I said Chef, but because he was good. But at the same time, I feel like he was in it strong. Like he had the strong initiative, and then after that, he just sort of not really coasted, but like he's sort of been back and forth. He hasn't really gone.
But you wouldn't kill Nathan?
What?
You wouldn't kill Nathan?
I don't know. I don't feel he's contributory. That was like my first on day 1. I wanted to kill one of the new people. But there's only 2 of us, so I guess I'm kind of shooting myself in the own foot here. But if it works for day 2, then I mean Nathan's my third. But I still prefer Alan.
Oh man, no, never mind. I was gonna ask the question, but we have a formal out. So.
Does anyone else have anything to say for or
Well, it
against
wasn't
Tort?
directly towards him. It was more of a general.
Based on that, I don't think Tort is Mafia, honestly.
You defended both the new guys. Like, what's like? Okay, I won't
don't-
say anything more. We should just do the vote. But
I honestly
I'm
don't
coming
think
back to
either of
that.
them are Mafia.
I think it's Ryan and Eric.
That's not adding to the discussion of Thor, so.
I was just saying.
Just Tort, guys.
Yeah, but there's a formal on him right now, and if you wanna just say, you can say.
I
when
was,
you're not
I think
speaking.
later
I was
in the
on
game,
Tort. I was on like Tort, not his case, but I was suspicious of him, and Peter supporting him does not make me any less suspicious of him because I'm suspicious of Peter.
Okay. So, if no one else has anything to say for or against Tort, we're going to go to a vote. All right, voting in 3, 2, 1, vote. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Vote does not pass. Tort is alive.
Formal Kayla.
Oh,
Am I-
fuck you.
am I
I'm
allowed to talk?
vigilante. There
Okay.
you go. Congrats.
What does calling? Isn't that like the same thing as Julian calling medic after somebody?
No.
What does
I really
vigilante
didn't
do?
want to.
I called medic because the medic was called and T-Toss asked me to, basically.
I'm
Wait,
sorry.
what
What
is
is
that?
what?
So we shouldn't even.
I was reading my notes. What was just said?
I'm
Vigilante.
She called vigilante.
Okay.
Is there a counterclaim? First,
What does
first
vigilante do? That's what I
any
want to know.
counterclaim?
I get to kill someone in the night. I almost did it the first night because I thought it'd be funny as fuck, but I knew I would laugh the whole time, and then I just
I
died.
would do it.
They're a neutral party. Is that it?
She has
No,
count
no, she's
conditions.
town.
She has
With
count one
potential
conditions,
counts.
Dead.
but she gets
Oh.
1 bullet to kill 1 person at her choosing. with
Okay,
no.
Kayla.
But she wants to
Kayla,
kill Mafia.
since you're the only confirmed blue role right now, who do you think is Mafia? Or you're not confirmed, but
I'm really suspicious of Ryan and Eric because Ryan's been hounding me, and then Eric's been
You don't
jumping
want to
on
get
with
rid
him.
of me or Ryan. Those are the two strongest town reads in the game right now.
The thing is, I
I
thought
don't know if I believe
okay.
that.
She
The
just
way
came out as
Ryan-
vigilante. How are you stronger than her?
yeah.
She says she's like
Assuming that-
vigilante.
Wait, how
I was gonna
Vigilante
kill you in the
work
night,
to
Eric,
live
because
her.
you were
How
pissing
does
me off. To be
vigilante
honest.
work? Like, does she
I
take
think I get to
precedence?
No,
Here's how it works. During the night, she sends in a kill, like Mafia. She sends in a kill to Neil, and during the day, we get to find out who died.
Like
I was
Kayla,
waiting because I
Kayla,
didn't
I'm
want
not
to kill
trying to-
the
I'm
wrong
not
person.
trying to I'm not trying to pick on you because I don't
Well, you
like.
But
have
wouldn't it
been.
be a
I'm
bad thing
trying to
for
make
her
a
to
good
come out
play for.
because she
I'm
could
trying.
be stopped?
Can I talk, dude? I'm trying to make a good play for town.
Well, you're
And
copying Ryan, and Ryan knows me better than that, and he's doing weird psycho babble shit. So the fact that you're like just following him along makes me really suspicious.
I
Like
was
I wanted
actually
to kill
suspicious
Ryan
of
or
you
you.
before I even got anything from Ryan. But
What have I done that's suspicious?
dude, you're just acting completely different. And the fact that you jumped in at the last second on that vote, trying to get in, like, oh, I guess I'll vote now. You know,
I
it's
said
just-
I guess I'll vote before everyone put their hands up because I didn't know how I felt about the vote, but I want things to happen because I get fucking bored.
Well,
That's
like I
a
said,
better
I'm not
thing.
trying to.
Well,
I'm not
good
trying to
workout.
like. I feel like you're taking this too personally. I'm just
That's
trying
how
to
I
make.
play. Get over it.
Well, whatever. Okay.
This just sounds like
You know what?
Kayla to
I
me.
think leaving.
My
I
point
think
is
leaving
in
her
town.
B for right now
I agree.
is a good play.
Here's the
We
thing,
have to leave her B for this night.
the way
Oh,
Ryan
well,
was
no,
going
no,
after
here's the
consistently
thing.
for the same thing over and over again, I really thought that he was like had a read on her, and like it makes me question that read now.
Eric,
So-
Well,
Say
I
that
was
again, Carlton.
confused
Say that
because
again.
Ryan should know
I just
better.
didn't hear it.
Okay, well let me talk about it. I'm now questioning my own read. I believe that Kayla is vigilante, and I will be taking all pressure
And
off
I'll
of
kill
her.
you in the fucking night if you don't.
Okay, you can kill me. I mean, that's your MO. Like, do whatever you want to do.
well, who would you want to kill right now?
I don't want to kill Kayla because I do believe that
I'll die in the night by Mafia, probably.
She's been-
When you wanted to kill her before, was it just because you thought she was sick and you wanted to get her out of the game, or did you have some other read on her?
No, I thought that she
Don't
was
ask that
with.
question.
I thought that she was withdrawn, regardless of her being sick or whatever. I thought she was just acting weird and
Because I was
very
actually
like.
trying to pay attention and pick the right person to kill.
Okay, that's fine. I just thought you were acting weird. It wasn't because I thought she was sick and I was trying to get her out. I just thought legitimately she was acting weird. However, now that she's come out as vigilante, I will be backing off of that.
Well,
Okay.
of course you are. I hope so.
Well, who do you want to kill?
What are
I
the
don't-
consequences
I don't know
of
now.
her being vigilante?
Let me don't know
But
why
she's
you don't
not
want to kill
Mafia.
anyone. You don't have
now
any reads.
I guess now I can ask the question, and I don't want to target it on one person specific, just because I don't want to give anything away. But I'm curious if anybody has picked up a tell.
Did your mic
breaking
just
up.
die?
You
Yeah,
muted.
Carlton,
Break
your
up
mic's
that,
dead.
Carlton.
Carlton, your mic's
If you
dead.
haven't yet,
No one heard you. Your
Carlton,
mic just
repeat
died.
everything.
can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Start from
So
the
to say-
beginning, please.
I don't want to like solo one person out. I want to leave it kind of generic, but
Yes.
think of the two new people. I'm kind of curious if anybody's gotten a facial tell off of one of them that's kind of like read kind of weird to them, or just if you haven't, just keep it in mind. Maybe you'll see it later. This was off one of the new people. I was getting a tell, and it was making me suspicious. I don't want to like call it out right now, but I was curious if anybody else has picked something up like that.
Why do you not
kill
want to
right
call
now?
out?
Yeah, but if you can't say it, then like
It's probably
how's anyone gonna
because-
pick it up?
It's because it's probably on you, Tortellini, and we can't kill you right now. So that's it. Because you're already formed and the vote failed. So he doesn't want to go like say something about you right now because it's kind of useless because you can't kill you right now. So he's just throwing the idea in there so we know that for the next day.
Why aren't you? I feel like Tortellini should be talking a little bit more now that he's safe, but he hasn't.
Yeah, tell us your reads.
Speak
Wait,
up,
are you
man.
double
I'm
did,
still
but
on
they-
Alan. I'm still on Alan, man. Like it's always I still feel like he plays
It's
the
not
same.
Alan. I
Is there
don't-
double jeopardy?
I don't
No,
think
there's
it's
not.
anyone.
No.
these
How
weeks.
can it not be Alan?
I think it's Chef. I've said that. I think it's Chef.
I'm all
I'm
about
not-
I don't understand.
Okay.
Where did you go off like definitively saying that it's not Alan?
Yeah.
I'll be right back, guys.
I
Why'd you
think,
say it's
like,
not
I
Alan?
think it's Chef. Like, I honestly think it's Chef. I don't know if it's Alan.
But who said it wasn't Alan? That's what I didn't catch that.
Dietrich
Peter
said
did.
it.
Peter said,
Peter
yeah.
said not.
Peter
No,
did.
I said he's not
like,
sure.
I think Alan's fine. I think Chef is more suspicious. The last 3 times anyone has ever come to accuse him, he's done his whole smile, make a joke, and then it goes away. Right?
That's true.
This has happened 3 times already, right? Like
Yeah.
this. So at this point, I don't know how long like I can just wait anymore for the game to go on. So
all right.
I sincerely believe that Sheth has something to hide.
Nobody's actually formaled him though. So are you formaling him?
You know what? Fine, I'll formal him. Formal
What happened
Sheth.
to the Kayla formal? Was Kayla formal or no?
It got
He
rescinded.
rescinded because
Yeah, rescinded.
Oh, okay, sorry. my bad.
Ryan's not here.
All right, D3. What I did at the beginning was I went on Nathan. Like, I feel like he's contributed the least amount. Like, when I've watched his face, I haven't really seen any tells Carlton, but it seemed like not right to me. And Peter, you've just defended every person that I've like possibly went against, which was Nathan, Torte, and Alan, or whoever it was. Or I don't know. But my point is, like, I don't understand. Like, you haven't made an argument against me other than, like, you stare at me and I wouldn't have lorded out Storzerg one time if I was town, maybe. Like how do I defend this? I'm town. Like, that's not even an argument. That's just, I want to kill you. Like, I can't.
Okay, let me be fair then. Like, if my accusation is I want to kill you because I don't think you've done anything particularly productive. Like,
Yeah,
if you want to compare to like the other 3, like Alan, Nathan, and Tort, like here's where they're different.
doing more than me. Like,
I don't think they're doing more than you. But here's what I think. I think
should be doing more.
No. Well, 1, you should be doing more. 2, like you have everyone you've picked out for me has not given me a Mafia read. So for Nathan, like, it's pretty clear to me that Nathan is just a townie and he's new. It's absolutely clear to me that. Like, for Alan, I feel like I have a decent read on him whenever he's town, so I feel like he's town. For Tort, I'm actually 50-50 on. Because he called out Alan and you, like, I'm more willing to say that he's town at this point.
I feel like Peter's cop, but at the same time, he just defended 3 other people. So
Why would you say that?
Why would you say that?
Dear God.
Why the fuck would you say
Because he
that?
hasn't played.
I don't know.
Really played before.
Why
so-
not?
I don't
Because
want to
Alan
hurt
would-
people.
Like,
you know,
I mean, he was being really transparent about it. He was talking in absolutes like Alan is definitely not Mafia. Like,
Well, I felt he was
I
either.
caught that too. He was talking like that. So
Yeah,
I'm not.
like
I
Wait,
understand
yeah,
saying
but-
it's not the best thing.
So was
I
somebody
feel
else.
like he's been the
There's a
most
promo on
definitive
set right
person
now,
here.
isn't it?
Like, the formal's
Yeah,
on
the
Sheth.
Formal's on Chef.
Formal's on set, so.
all right. So if you want me to
Is your
talk more,
defense done?
no. If you want me to talk more, I'll talk more. Like, I feel like in the past I've talked too much, and if I talk too much, I don't hear from you guys, and that's what I want to be doing. Is I want to be hearing from you guys more than me just going on and like choosing someone to kill, because that hasn't worked for me.
But we gotta talk about
what
how
are your
people have to
reads?
speak
What are your
more,
reads?
like, so we can get a read on you.
All right, I'll interrupt more. Starting now.
No, what
My
are your reads?
apologies.
Well,
for that.
like,
Do you want me to
there's-
just tell you my reads right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Alan, for whatever gut reason, has seemed like he parrots things that haven't coordinated together with the topic. They've almost been off topic, and it's just seemed
I
a little
agree.
bit off to me. So I'm looking at him a lot. I'm still on Nathan, as like everything he says also is very generic. It's not even so much that he's like
Why?
pro town or anti town. It's been useless to me. Like, sorry to say that, but that's just how it is. Kayla is my towniest read for whatever reason. Well, obviously now because she's vigilante, but she's been that, and I've been like constantly saying that.
That is true. You did say that.
Ryan, I'm looking at, like, I'm glad that he rescinded his anger, so I'm kind of watching you more. Rob, you haven't said anything too much either. Julian, you still feel a little bit off for me. Jason, you still feel like one of my second best almost. Torte, I've never actually seen you in person, so I just kind of want to figure out more from talking with you, because
Do I
we
look
talk
good?
all the time.
Do I look good?
All right, so
You missed a
I'm
spot.
town. I'll talk more.
Do I really? No.
That's my defense.
I'm not convinced.
I didn't like that.
I mean, I like
Well,
either
he was
Alan or
accusing
Seth,
you,
so.
wasn't he, Alan? What?
So I can't have
Alright,
an opinion just because he was
before-
accusing me?
Can you just go to
Eric.
vote instead of like
Hey,
instead of
Eric,
say like
what-
I didn't like what I like.
What's
Like
up?
you can go to Eric right now.
Kayla?
Eric's not formal.
Eric, how come when you were going against me, you said that you read as pro town so
Kayla,
strongly? 'Cause to me, you haven't done
Kayla.
anything.
Kayla, there's a
Excuse
promo on
I
set
agree
right
with
now.
what you're saying.
Oh, is
There's a
it so?
promo on set right now. Yes,
Yeah,
we
we
did
didn't
it in
vote
the
to
movie.
rescind it.
We
I'm
did
sorry,
it in the
everyone
movie.
else was everyone
Peter,
else
are
was
you
talking.
rescinding?
So
Yes,
No, I'm
everyone
not
else is talking
rescinding.
in rubbish.
Like,
He's
I'm not
rescinding.
convinced.
His
Like, I
defense
think
is done.
Guys,
like
I think
this is the only option we have left.
What was that? Eric?
Neo,
Like,
can you
we
call for
aren't
a
going
vote?
anywhere. Like,
Yeah,
trying
does
to
anyone
decide
else have
between, like,
anything to say
three
for or
quiet
against
townies.
Chef?
I don't know. No.
I'm town.
Anyone else? No one else has anything for or against Chef? Okay, voting
He's Mafia.
in 3, 2, 1, vote. 1, 2, 3. Sheth is safe for the rest of the round.
Wait, so there is double
Can I use the
jeopardy?
restroom real quick? I'll be
No,
right back.
there isn't.
Question
Who
for
were the 3 that voted?
Hey, wait! I still had a
Like
question for
3
Eric.
people
then.
voted.
Go ahead. You can go ahead first.
Alright.
Why did only 3 people vote?
Which
I
3
wanted,
voted
to see,
first?
I wanted to see who was going to vote because I believed in
Fuck
this.
you guys.
Which 3 was it?
And Kayla, did you vote?
She's a
No,
half.
I didn't.
No, she
I
did.
voted.
But why?
I
I was
voted.
It
trying.
was Tortellini,
Tort,
Nathan,
Peter, and
I
Julian.
voted.
Peter,
Julian had to leave
Peter,
real
Wait,
quick.
I did not
Yeah.
vote.
I would have voted him, but I figured it
Oh
would
wait, Tort, you didn't vote?
I did
What?
vote. I voted for him. I voted
I
for him.
would
sorry.
I would have
Sorry,
voted
who
for him,
was
but I
the
knew
third?
it wasn't gonna pass.
I thought
Julian.
it was.
Julian.
Julian.
Julian had to turn off his camera real quick for something. But
He's going to the bathroom.
go to the bedroom.
I don't understand the
In a
authority
cup,
of like
apparently.
why did only 2 people agree with me? I really don't get that.
Like okay, maybe
I
not,
wasn't sure
but
about
I
it
don't
yet.
understand. Like,
Yeah, there was a
Like,
lot. I
it-
feel like there's a lot of people that's in the middle. That's why it wouldn't have passed.
Peter,
That's
I put a
why-
promo on you right now, Peter.
Wait,
Okay.
I fucking a question, and I started asking it like 4 times, and you guys keep stopping me. I want to know why Eric thinks he's such a strong town read. Like, what have you done that's so strong town, other than go with Ryan on everything?
I mean, that's a fair point. I just feel like I've contributed as a lot as town, and I feel like there's a lot of support for me as town. So, I mean, I guess if that's wrong, then
Well,
that was.
it just annoyed me how when you're going against me, you're like, but I'm like the strongest town read with Ryan.
I mean, here's the thing, Eric. Is so far a lot of people have actually called you out for being suspicious of you.
Okay.
Like not too many people have defended you as town yet.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean,
Wait, isn't there a formal on Peter?
No, I did put it up because Kayla wanted to talk.
I was annoyed because I tried saying it like 4 times.
Sure, move on.
Is there anyone who didn't vote for either me or Chef? Because maybe they have like a different direction. Or a
I
different...
didn't vote for either of us.
The formal's still on Peter.
is like, is that
I don't
going
think we have a
through?
formal Peter.
You took
Yeah,
it back,
Jason
right?
formal Peter. What did
Yeah,
you ever
they
send to
took it
Jason?
back.
I didn't go
back.
through like Kayla was talking and I didn't go through.
Oh, so you were letting that finish up? Okay.
I want to ask
Although-
you a quick
Go ahead.
question. And this question is directed towards Carlton.
Mhm.
Carlton, there was only, I think it was 5 people who did not vote to kill Storzerg. Is that something that we should be looking at? The people who didn't vote and drawing conclusions from that at all?
Well, the thing that struck me odd about that is one of the people that didn't vote was Unctious,
Right.
and Unctious
And then-
died in the night, which
and
means
then
that
he
he was.
died. Right. So do you think that we can look at the rest of the people and start forming a circle around those people?
I'm not ready to say that just yet. I wasn't convinced that he was Mafia, and that's why I didn't vote for him. But I mean, when it's me, you, Unctious, and Tort are the only people that didn't vote for him.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think he was.
But you also have to take into account it was the first day, so
It was a fucking.
It was an hour into first day.
yeah.
It was a
people that
long
didn't
time into the
vote.
first day, and it was pretty obvious that it was going to pass.
All right, but I
Because
also thought last game the Rob vote was pretty obviously going to pass, but it didn't because Mango was kind of pulling a meta play or a fake play or whatever.
Carlton, I want to ask you a question.
Yes.
How do you feel about Chef?
I feel that and here's why I didn't vote for him is I feel that it's very possible what you're saying is accurate because it's been like that statement has been accurate multiple times in the past. Did I feel that?
Mafia?
Yes, because when you're Mafia and people start accusing you, you do this like cutesy thing where you're
Well,
like,
your logic doesn't make
I couldn't
sense, like-
possibly be Mafia.
Okay,
But
well that part I understand, but like,
Well,
you
no,
didn't
so
say
here's the
that.
thing,
You just
so-
said like your whole logic was it's happened in the past that he's been Mafia. Like what? Yeah, of course it's happened in the past.
Yes, it's happened in the past, and I didn't vote for you because I wasn't ready to put that to a vote yet, and I figured I was like, I wasn't sure if it was going to pass or not, but I wanted to see how the votes came down.
Okay.
So I think that in the past, it's like the behavior is something that you have been guilty of. Is it the case this game? I'm not convinced yet.
I just want to ask real quick, Jason, was there something that made you change to not formal through with Peter?
I was just really tired about all this rumbling that's coming out of.
Do you want me to
his
like
mouth
carry
right
the lead for you? Because that's kind of where I'm at too at this point. It just kind of stopped and no one's really brought up. I mentioned it once, but no one's kind of brought up again that he was about to be back on the chopping block moving forward with this.
I was about to mention Peter is still formaled, right?
You
Okay.
like, is that going through? I want clarification on
Neil
that
just
before.
said that you are. Yeah.
Unless
If
someone
it's not all
with
from you,
Absolutely.
anyone
I want to see
rescind
the
it?
responses from it.
Wait, Jason said he didn't put it in.
Jason,
He
you
said that
rescinded it.
he's tired, so he didn't fight to make the
So now are you putting
are
it
you
in?
rescinding it, Jason?
Neil's acting like it never got rescinded, so that it's an actual live formal.
Yes,
So
that's
Jason,
live
is it on
formal
or not?
currently.
No, let's just see the answer.
There you go.
You
I
rescind?
said I put formal on team, and I'm gonna rescind it if Rob wants to put it. He can do it.
I at this point, yeah. I mean, I thought
Okay.
I've been suspicious of Peter. I'm in an awkward place because I had the same convictions last game. I just felt that the insight that's kind of been going on hasn't been really spot on with you. And
Okay.
I just, where everything's kind of going, like the sub reading, like Chef.
I'm going to say this once, and I'm going to say it very carefully so you can all listen to it. So you all won't forget.
What?
No,
I'm
also
the
real quick,
cop. I checked Alan night 1.
I knew it.
Death
I
night
knew
2.
it.
Okay?
Why
We're
are we
acting like that.
revisiting this? Like,
I know.
Okay,
Because
so
he actually
Vigilante needs
knows.
to kill
I
Chad.
don't like at this point. I don't care anymore. We have to kill a mafia.
Mr.
Who's
Cop,
the
who
other
else
person?
is dead?
Right?
He
I'll
knew
make
it
your
because he was
checks.
being so definitive.
1 out of
Yeah,
10.
he
Who
was
else
talking
is
like he was so
dead?
definitive.
He had 2 checks. He said he checked Alan and Chef.
Alan was
Well,
safe.
And
Alan
Alan
is
well-
safe, and Chef is mafia.
Okay,
Why
Kayla,
is
are
that
you-
coming out right now?
Chef is
Who else
mafia.
is-
Chef
else is
Because
mafia.
I like.
It wasn't coming out now.
honestly.
He's been targeting him the whole time. Like he was
I
trying
have,
not to
like,
come out.
You're right.
Like, all
Maybe,
game.
okay,
You're right.
okay. Maybe I have been maybe I haven't been loud and aggressive, but I have not, like, since last game. Like, I'm little worn out, right? So maybe I should
Okay.
not. Maybe
No, I think Peter was playing it correctly because he
No,
was
Peter,
kind of pushing
Peter,
the stuff
I'm
while
there
not
too.
town is
confirming it.
not
Let him talk, please.
listening to me, and like, I don't have any other tools at my disposal at this point. I think the most important thing that we should be discussing right now
I
is
rescind. Yeah, I mean, have the
who
floor.
Kayla should be using her shot on, and who else we want to eliminate, right?
I know who I'm gonna use my shot on.
Okay, good.
Kayla,
Well, don't use it on
I
Chef.
think-
Don't use.
I
Or use
think
it on
we
Chef
should
because we
vote
can kill him
Chef
anyways.
off.
We
Kayla,
can't, 'cause-
I mean,
So-
honestly,
This time, just do it next time.
there's a confirmed mafia. I mean,
Hey,
you want
Did
to
I say who it was?
Is there a Miller in this game?
There is.
Dude, you don't need
There
to
is.
take that kind of attitude with me.
Oh,
We're
boy,
both
me.
playing the game, you know. Like, it's not. You don't need.
I
to
know,
take-
but if you talk about it, then it makes it more obvious. I'm not
Well,
dumb.
I think it's obvious that you're gonna do it, and they can't stop you. So I'm just making sure that we get all the.
Okay, well then, do you think I'm that dumb that you have to confirm it with
She's
me? If it's
not
that
that
I'm
dumb.
not
obvious?
paying attention, so I just
Yeah,
want.
it's nothing
She's
personal.
not gonna do it.
Peter,
She's
keep
not
talking.
Please,
I have a good, like, solely based on the fact that both Nathan and Tort thought Sheth was mafia. Solely based on that fact, I think they're tapped. Okay, I wish I felt better about Carlton, because if he were town, then I feel like we would have a pretty decent town circle. Alan is clean. We all know that. Rob, hard to say. Like, I don't know. Eric, like, I was going to check Ryan tonight, and like Kayla claimed Vig, so we kind of have like maybe 3 or 4 people to go through at this point. Oh, and Jason, fuck.
I want a
Completely
formal.
forgot.
I want a formal Rob.
I don't want
Okay.
any formals going out just yet.
Well, formal's still on Rob.
No,
but
so the
finish your
formal's
thoughts,
on me.
Peter.
I want
rescinded.
to.
Alan, about Rob, can you rescind the formal? Let Peter, who is the cop,
It's been
put a
rescinded.
formal up?
Okay,
I think
I'll
he rescinded it.
rescind it, but I have something that I want to hear from Rob.
Peter, do you want to put a formal on someone? Like you're the cop.
That's what I was going to get to the point that as cop, he should be kind of directing this lynch moving forward.
The last action to the game, so.
Like, we can't lynch Chef.
So.
Yes, we know that.
This is such bad luck, guys. Like I'm not mafia, and you're gonna kill me, and you're gonna go off this huge thing. Like
That's why I'm kind of annoyed
He's
that
gonna say it. Like
Eric was saying stuff to me.
Hasn't
to just
there
make
been
me
a fake cop in
suspicious that
every
we're working
game?
together. Now I'm
Are you-
suspicious that Peter and Eric are working together and that you're not actually mafia. So thanks.
I honestly, I would have to say right now between Eric and maybe Ryan. It's
one
on.
of them you want to kill.
Well, I can't kill you, so
Yeah, I get that.
I can't. So honestly, like, I don't real like we have like the unknown variables. Like we all like who I feel about town. I feel pretty okay about. Okay, who I feel is Mafia. Like I have no fucking clue. Like we could have possibly gotten one in store, but that seems incredibly unlikely.
Carlton, I think now would be the time to give out your read on one of the new guys.
I disagree.
No, the new guys are safe. Why would you say that?
How are they safe?
How are they safe?
Because they were both
They're
appointed.
not.
No,
They're not
considered.
They're not
safe.
100%.
Well, they're not
They're not
100% safe, but they're
100%
more
safe.
likely
But
than
only one of them
voting
voted
for
Safe
Chef.
because of
Only
the.
one
Here's
of
what
them
I'm
voted
getting
for
at.
Shaq.
Here's what I'm getting at. We're about to pick from potentially me and Ryan, and I feel like we're both town. Well, I know I'm town. I feel like Ryan is town based on the way he's been going through this game. He's been on the ball. He's had his notes. When I pressed him on it, he had his notes ready to go, just like he always is when he's town. Okay?
He always does that with his Mafia.
So
Ryan's
I do want
just
to address
I
one
don't know.
thing
Ryan and
though,
Eric
because
always seem to be together though. Like
Is
when it was
this here
Kayla, it was
MLG?
Eric and
Wait,
Ryan.
Ryan?
My mic was
Like-
on. He played exactly the same as last game.
according to my notes, only one of the new people voted out Chef.
I voted for him.
Right.
And Nathan didn't vote for Seth. It was
Julian
Julian.
did vote for Seth.
It was Julian.
Julian,
Timothy.
Julian and Tort.
Julian, Tort, and Peter are the only three that voted Chef.
Okay.
Okay, can I start drawing some conclusions here? Okay,
Sure.
Carlton, let's go all the way back to Storzerg. Back with Storzerg, the people who did not vote to kill Storzerg were Tort, Unctious, who is confirmed town, myself, and Carlton. Now we know Unctious is confirmed town because he was killed by Mafia. Now, if we go off the conclusion that Chef is Mafia, now he may be a Miller because there is that possibility. But if we take the odds, 80% chance he's Mafia, then the fact that Tort voted to vote him off and didn't vote for Storzerg makes me feel pretty good about Tort right now.
Why? I think Storzerg was Mafia. I think we got it right.
You think Store was Mafia?
Honestly, Jason, I'm kind of suspicious
Jason's
of
been going after Store from the beginning.
That's why I voted for him.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good deal.
Yeah,
I
I
put
think-
promo for him.
I think either Jason or Store was Mafia.
I would say that's
Jason?
possible.
Who's Jason? Oh, never mind.
I think we have this wand if we play it correctly at this point because we have what's so funny? Okay, so we have
Says the Mafia. It's my thoughts. Like it's just a weird way to put
dude,
it.
you're already confirmed as Mafia, so we don't care what you think, right? So anyway, Peter
80% Mafia, 20% town.
Okay, so Peter and Kayla are confirmed town because sorry?
There haven't been counterclaims.
Right. So Peter and Kayla are pretty much confirmed town. Alan is confirmed town by cop, okay? Carlton is playing town as fuck. And I think Ryan is as well. I am town, so that leaves how much? I named 6 people that are town. Who's left?
Basically, you're saying it's Jason, Rob, and Nathan.
Yes, and Chef.
Jason, Rob,
Yes.
Nathan, Chef.
That's
I think.
Yeah, that's what I think it is. So even if you guys kill me, that's fine. I'm just saying, remember exactly what the plan is and stick to it, okay?
Peter was going to check Ryan, right?
He said that, yeah.
I mean, like I said that, but that doesn't
Peter's
mean-
gonna die tonight. Peter's gonna die tonight.
Remember the fucking plan. That we always get sidetracked. Remember the plan.
What's your like? That's
we
not
can discuss
Town's
that.
plan.
Can I say what I think here?
That's your plan, Eric. It's not Town's plan.
I do
don't
want to
know
hear what
you're talking about.
Julian has to say real quick because Chef did defend Julian at one point, and then Julian did vote against him. So I want to hear what Julian has
I
to
did
say.
vote against Chef.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know.
Okay. So the first night, the four who voted or didn't vote for it, despite Ryan putting the formal down on Storzerg, was Tort, Ryan, Unctious, and Carlton. That being said, I think Tort is town if Peter is cop. My 2 reads right now are currently Ryan and Carlton. I do think that they're making
Me and Carlton, what? Being Mafia?
He's saying we're Mafia.
Okay.
The only reason is because I think we kind of glanced over the fact that you didn't vote, despite it being a landslide. That you could have just voted even more. I think even though the next night or the next day you said, "Oh, I didn't vote for him," because even though I formaled him, that just kind of makes me a little suspicious because we kind of just glanced over it. because it was just like everybody just said, like, "Oh, okay, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. It's gonna pass anyway."
With Storzerg, I feel like he is one of the biggest. He gets flustered very easily compared to some of these other people, and I like formaling Store, putting pressure on him to see how flustered he gets.
Yeah,
I didn't vote because I wasn't thinking about it.
But you did. You could. Yeah. Wait. Say that again. Sorry.
I said I really like formaling Storzerg because he tends to get overly flustered when he's like Mafia or something like that. That's why I like formaling Store. But I didn't vote on him because I was not sure if he was Mafia or not after him giving a defense.
Yeah, but why didn't you just rescind?
I mean, I kind of wanted to see how the votes would go.
It was a long time. I liked it. I think it was a good call.
That's a bad move to do, like when 1 hour into the game and everyone's tired and a lot of people will be accusating him.
It's giving us info. Go on.
I mean, I went after Kayla,
At that point,
obviously that was bad. So
no, right, but an hour into the game, you got to do something. I think we get into these convoluted arguments and we kind of stuck ourselves.
Why did you vote for Chef?
Now?
Why did I vote for Chef? Because before you came out, I thought you were a cop, and I thought you had a read.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. On that, I was gonna ask Rob this earlier. Why did you out formal Peter?
I formaled Peter because I said the beginning of the day 2 that I was suspicious of him and just the way he was acting and the way his mannerisms were. And I also prefaced that with he was acting the same way last game and he turned out to be down. And I can go to the reasoning from game 1 where
but it's because Tort made the mistake of saying, "Isn't it obvious?" or something that.
Because I made this
we all kind of knew already.
No, right. He made the same exact observation of like, no, Alan is definitely clean. And I was about to call him out again saying, how can you just concretely say that?
Yeah, it was pretty obvious to most of us that he was insinuating that he's cop. But why would you push him to come out for sure?
Yeah, I just want to say here too, like all that time that he harassed me, I didn't push for anything because I figured that was the case.
Okay, guys, it's been 1 hour for day 2.
Yeah,
I'd really like if we could get a formal.
Finish my point with this. Jason initially formaled him. Neil was under the impression that a formal was still going on, and I didn't like the fact that it just completely dropped.
But Jason said that he let it go.
In the context of the moderator, he still thought it was a formal, and Neil said himself he was about to bring back up again that he was going to reissue and reintroduce the fact that.
And then I dropped it.
Peter is still.
Jason said that he let it go, but Neil didn't hear it, and then you pushed Jason to put it back on.
But Neil was on the same page as me, so obviously there was a misunderstanding. So.
And after Neil brought it up, I dropped it again.
Yeah. So is there a formal currently standing?
Peter, put a formal on someone for Christ's sake, Jesus Christ.
Okay, I'll formal you.
Okay.
Jason with an eye.
Well, I'm not even putting a defense. I'm down. I want to leave and I want to win this game, but we've been playing a game for like an hour each day and I can't hold this anymore. So if you want to kill me because you think I'm Mafia, go ahead. I'm not. I'm down, and that's it. Let's go vote right now.
Okay.
Are you rescinding?
He's still
Carlton, okay. Here's the one thing that I'm not sure about, and this could be completely off. Like, I feel like Carlton would have backed me up on Chef. That's the only thing I feel.
Okay, all right. Since this is going on too long, I will give you guys 5 minutes to get a formal.
No.
I mean,
Peter,
I was close, but I wasn't there yet.
Peter, who did you say was the person you checked that was Talon?
Alan is Talon. Okay, we can kill Tort. We can kill Nathan.
You can't kill
Check Talon?
Oh,
can't kill Tort because the vote failed on him.
Do you want to put for Nathan right now?
Nathan is a safe play, but I don't like it at all.
Has anyone put any pressure on Ryan?
Brian,
I said something, and that was
I think some people did.
What do you think of Rob? Did you like my logic?
I'm sorry?
Are you Mafia?
Negative.
Let's not do that.
That's some good pressure.
Peter, did you
come on, guys. Look past that time. We don't have time for that shit. Like
Ryan, you had such a strong read on me. Is there anyone else that you have a strong read on?
Well, obviously my reads are incorrect, so I kind of want to back off of that for a little bit now.
How do you feel about Carlton? You feel pretty good about Carlton, that's right.
I feel like Carlton is... I'm on the fence about Carlton. His Mafia play is really good, so I respect his Mafia play. I'm on the fence.
Carlton, are you Mafia?
No.
What about Rob? It seems like every time I'm
I
paying
brought up
attention
Rob
when he
and
speaks.
nobody's
He brought me
fucking
up
said
again,
anything.
We
and
can
I
kill
offered to
Rob.
talk
We
about
can
my
kill
own-
anyone.
with Rob.
Wait
I
a
like
second, wait a
Rob.
second, wait a second here. Rob actually defended himself from Alan's allegations, so I think that
I didn't
I
think
wasn't
he did it
even
very
done
well.
finishing myself with Alan's allegation. The context of me formaling Peter, and even though he said like it comes off as him looking like cop for saying that you're definitively clean, is that my theory of how Peter is when he's Mafia is that he makes conjectures and he makes assumptions and statements and does, his thoughts, and they are only like half well thought out and they're not completely thought out. And I thought it was just another slip up of him saying an absolute like, oh, he's absolutely clear, and it was just him redirecting things to someone else.
Well,
That's where it was coming
can you
from.
understand my logic that you brought it up? Because you would be
understand exactly
Mafia,
where
so
you're
you can
coming
kill
from.
him for sure.
No, I understand where you're coming from, but I've had my lenses on him, so I have a certain perspective of how I view Peter also. We each have our own unique perspectives, and that's kind of how we all play the game, is through our own lens. So
I really feel like Carlton would have backed me up on Cheth if he was town.
Let's go on Carlton. We have 2 minutes.
Going to.
No, don't kill me. Don't listen to the guy who you just checked.
I think you should just
kill
Ryan.
Mafia.
I think you should kill Ryan.
Hey, I have
kill Ryan.
Statistics-wise, real quick. Right now there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 people alive. For Mafia, right? So say we just hypothetically
3.
say what?
Never mind. Go ahead.
Okay. Just hypothetically say there's 4. Like that's the possibility, right? So if we don't kill anyone tonight, and then Mafia kills one, that's 11. That gives you one more free chance. That day.
Sucks.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I think
bringing
our best bet right now is
at
either
this
kill
point,
Mafia.
we just have to.
I want to put a formal on Ryan.
Formal on Ryan. I've heard a formal on Ryan from Kayla. Oh my god.
Okay, I'm gonna make this quick because time is of the essence. Guys, basically just look at how I've been playing this game. Usually when I'm Mafia, I sit back a lot more. I've been talking a whole bunch this game. I am completely, absolutely town. Please do not vote me off. I'm gonna make it quick because we have no time. That's gonna be it.
Guys, please rescind that. We got to go for Rob.
I am town.
Let's go for Rob.
Kayla, are you rescinding?
Kayla.
I don't like the vote on Ryan.
I like Ryan. Let's go on
I like
Rob.
the vote on Ryan.
I know.
I like the vote on Ryan. I like it.
I know somebody else
It's
would like
already
to
been
vote.
rescinded.
I said rescind.
Yeah,
All right.
it's already been rescinded. So
Rob.
I mean,
Rob.
here we are
Bye.
again, like last second coming to vote for me. I already made my defense. I made my exact point why I have my suspicions of Peter right off the bat. I know this is going to be a haste vote. I don't want you guys to kill me. I think that we're in a good position this town, but it fucking sucks having to be under this time limit like this.
No.
I don't know. I get incriminated all the time for saying shit.
I think that Rob is not such a weak player that he would make the cop come out like that.
Okay. Anyone else have anything to say for or against him?
I was going to say, I will say something because I don't know that I'm going to live through the next round. I've been suspicious of Nathan now for a while because he's had the biggest grin on his face, like he's having so much fun this game. And he really jumped to defend Rob really quick.
We can kill Nathan.
You didn't look like this last game.
I like it. We have the same thing.
So he jumped to defend Rob real quick when we accused Rob.
Okay. Anything else for or against Rob? All right.
I was
voting
ready to
in
kill Nathan.
3,
Whatever.
2, 1. Vote on Rob. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 against 3. Rob dies. Everyone go to sleep, and we're gonna run a commercial.
Are you really sure, Neil? Are you really sure?
Rob died. You die.
I'm just kidding.
You die. How'd you? There we go. And everyone runs to the bathroom. Just everyone doing their thing. So apparently, if I run an ad too soon, some people miss it because of the stream delay. What happened is people called a vote on Rob, and it passed. God, I want to say it was like 9-3 or 8-4 or something like that. So we'll be a little bit more careful with the timings on that shit in the future. Okay. Will everyone please wake up except for Sheth and Kayla?
Whoa, what the fuck?
I thought it was...
Peter.
What?
Peter, who'd you check?
Tort is clean.
Shit.
Who?
Tort.
You said you were going to check me. Why didn't you check me?
Because
Why
I
the
didn't
fuck
check
didn't they
you.
kill you, Peter?
I don't know. Why are you both coming on me?
Because you're confirmed.
You're alive. There's no medic.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't the Mafia kill you?
They're
I'm
trying to
cop.
make him look like fake
I'm
cop.
cop.
I'm pretty...
Who's cop?
Who's cop?
I am Nathan.
Nathan, you're
who
Mafia.
did you check?
Who did you check then? Let's see.
The first night,
Don't look at your Skype. Look at
Don't,
us.
don't look
Look
the
at us.
screen.
Look at us.
Look at the no.
You should
No,
know that.
this is not good.
Nathan, look at
Yeah.
us.
Look how
Why
long
not?
it's
looking
Look
taking.
at the camera, man. Look at the camera right now. And tell
They're
me.
yelling at him like he's
Check.
a dog.
well, it's hard because I have them on different monitors.
Why? Don't you remember? Like, do you
Just
really
look at
think
your
the cop
camera.
will check? If you're the
Start
cop
talking.
and if you're the cop and you told him to check 3 people, you can't remember without looking at the chat.
Everybody shut up. Let him talk.
Hurry
Go.
up! Hurry up!
Okay, I checked Eric because I was really, really suspicious of him,
Okay.
When did you check me?
Make it fast. Come on, dude.
and
Come
it was
on.
safe.
When?
Okay.
Last
Well,
night?
what's Carlton doing?
Put your hand down, Carlton.
Hurry
Carlton,
up, go,
Carlton,
go,
put your hand
go.
down. Carlton, put your hand down. Carlton, put your fucking hand down.
You're muted, Carlton.
Damn, who did you check night 2? That 2 should be obvious. Who did you check night 2?
I checked, Rob,
Who'd you check night 3?
and I checked Ryan.
Who'd you check night 4?
What?
Night 4, who did you check?
Who did you check for night
Who did
4?
you check night 4?
Oh, I checked Alan.
Bullshit.
You're
He's
lying.
Mafia.
There were only 3 nights. 3 nights. That was a
Okay.
trick.
Oh.
Wow, I can't. Wow.
Okay.
Dude, I backed you up, Carlton. I saw the play you were going for.
Yeah, I saw.
backed you up, bro.
At first,
We
I
all
thought you
saw
were
it.
trying
We
to
all
help
saw
him.
it.
I was
I thought
like,
you were trying to
oh,
help him, but then I was like, oh
So-
shit.
What?
Do we have a formal on anyone?
So,
Maybe on Peter?
You guys heard what he said, right?
It's formal,
Wait,
Nathan.
wait. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Wait. So
It has been 3 nights
Peter,
you checked 4 people.
I was gonna
Peter,
do
you
that.
checked Tort, right?
Sorry, someone was saying something?
Tort, right, Peter?
I checked Tort, he's clean. The reason
Okay,
I checked
so-
Tort was because, like, after the vote yesterday on Ryan, I didn't feel like he was Mafia.
Okay, guys, we have this one. Okay.
Okay, so Circle of Trust is Peter, Tort, Alan.
Let's go for
Um,
confirms only. Confirms
okay.
only is
Me, Tort, Allen.
Hold
Okay.
on. Why don't you just kill Nathan and like do circles next?
We need to talk about it for a minute.
Yeah, we need to talk because probably Peter's gonna die.
Yeah, well, most likely.
We all know who we're gonna kill, so that's why.
Okay, we're killing Nathan. So who's left? In the middle is myself.
You're also giving Mafia more ideas
Julian,
on who they can kill right now.
Jason. They know this shit. If they
It's Julian or Jason afterwards.
Eric, and that's it. And Carlton. Those are unconfirmed, right?
Right.
So we have Nathan. Is that total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I think
I have
Carlton
9 names.
fucking confirmed right now for putting out the fake cop.
Yeah, I think so. I think
Yeah.
Carlton's okay.
Carlton sounds good. So
Peter,
I
you
think,
understand why I didn't vote for Seth at the time, right?
Yeah, like I like it wasn't strong enough. I know that, but
That's what I said, and then I didn't vote.
I think right now we're looking at next turn. We're either killing Julian, Jason with an I, or Eric. Those are the three. It's
Wait,
gotta
why
be
are we
one of
killing
those.
Nathan? Why are we killing Nathan?
Why are you taking your? Are you serious?
Okay, we could look
Why
at myself
you
too.
take
I feel like
No. Before this, Tort. Why the fuck would you say? Well, why are we killing Nathan?
because he
fake copped.
He fake
Yeah.
cop. He
Are you
claimed cop,
serious?
and
And he
then
messed up.
And he messed
No,
up.
he just doesn't. He doesn't know how to play. He's confirmed town. So let's just move on.
Yeah. I'm very disappointed.
It's fine. Whatever. Let's just move on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna listen to what you guys have to say while I look over some stuff.
Okay.
Peter,
Listen, I've been going after Nathan since the beginning. That's what I want to say.
The reason
I want Nathan too.
the reason I took myself out of that, Alan, you asked me, is because Peter said he didn't check me because he felt I was town. That's why I took myself.
Like
out.
after, like
I think Jason's ready for a Mafia nap.
I would never take you out of the.
No. That's why I didn't check him. That's not why.
Keep me in the circle of suspicion. I think that's
Honestly,
I think that's
I
safe.
thought that Kayla would kill
Here's
you,
the thing. Here's the thing. Like at this point, like we're almost like the quiet people are starting to matter. Nathan's outed himself, which is pretty good.
We might actually win outright on Nathan.
Yeah, if it's just one, then
we might win outright on Nathan because if Nathan's the only Mafia left, that would make sense that he wouldn't kill cop if he's not a very good player.
And the other thing is, like, I confirmed.
Huh?
Sorry, go ahead.
That would mean that Storzerg was Mafia. Then, if you're thinking we only have one left.
Yeah, I think Nathan's the last one. If not, it's either Jason or Julian. But Jason most suspicious.
I don't like this assumption. There's only one left.
No, we're not assuming.
I don't like it either.
We're not assuming.
Let's kill
saying
Nathan
if there is one. It's
Well, Eric's trying to sell the one left, right?
I think you should kill Nathan right now, and then we can
I agree.
stop giving Mafia.
No, your
Why
Mafia
not?
if you're trying to, because we already know who we're gonna kill, and Peter's gonna die, so we should get all of his information.
Yeah, the whole idea right now is get the information
Okay,
out.
then let Peter talk.
Peter,
Let Peter talk then.
Nathan.
We did Nathan vote for.
Like, we're gonna vote off Nathan right now. But who do you think is suspicious?
Wait, who else did
Who
he
do I think
say
is suspicious?
Who else
I think it's honestly between Jason, Julian, and Eric.
Okay.
Right, obviously.
What happened to Chef? What happened to Chef?
Like I don't think Eric should be rushing the vote, and I think Jason is too uncommitted. Julian, I feel a little better about.
That's a bad kill.
Well, what about
No.
Jason trying to rush
I mean,
us?
I feel like what?
What about Jason trying to rush us?
I said that. Like, I don't like Jason that he's trying to rush us. I don't like Eric.
So you're saying Nathan and then Jason?
What?
I'm saying Nathan and then Jason next round.
I'm saying Nathan and then Jason, maybe Eric.
We won't get that far.
Like I feel like Julian is okay, but I'd like he's the last question mark for me. So like I have to be suspicious.
So just one more time for me, Peter. So you're thinking who's first?
Nathan.
Okay, Nathan. And then
either Jason or Eric.
Okay.
I think.
I just want to point out things that have gone on during the game. Eric was pretty consistent. Like he was pretty consistent on Nathan.
Okay.
Early in the game.
Yeah, it was.
At the same time, if Rob was Mafia, he defended Eric. Nathan accused Eric.
I think I have a list here, Carlton. Can I say it real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Nathan, Rob, Jason, Chef.
Me?
Nathan, Rob, Jason, Chef.
How do you put
Eric,
in that circle
Eric,
with Nathan and
like halfway
the
through the
other guys?
game, said his four were Jason, Rob, Nathan, and Chef.
Boom! I nailed it.
Okay.
How are you putting me in that circle, Julian? Like, what have I done?
Based off suspicion.
Two for two.
Okay.
2 for 2. I nailed it at the beginning.
Guys,
I'm not clearing you. Yeah, I'm just saying what
Except you're wrong, Eric, because I'm counting this game.
I also want to
That's
say
like last game.
I have Nathan versus Eric as probably not both Mafia. And since we
Okay.
have a confirmed Mafia on Nathan, I'm more likely to clear Eric. I want to go after Jason, Jason with an I, and Julian. Those are the two. I think we kill Nathan now. I think next turn we kill Jason with an I.
It's a
And
one
we'll
game.
talk if
I
it's
think we
not
win
over.
the
If it's
game.
not over, we'll talk.
This is a one. No, it's a one game because if it's not that, then it's Julian. But I don't think we'll get that far.
I
No,
think
it's
it's
just
Ryan.
and it ain't
Ryan's
me.
been defending Eric every time. That's why, like every
Because
time.
okay, so here's
Like,
what happened.
Even
Remember-
with the Kayla thing, man, you were always like.
Let me
it's always Eric
let
and
me
Ryan
explain
together.
because this is concrete. So somebody remember
Alright.
when we asked the two new guys who are your three picks?
Right.
Nathan's first pick of who was Mafia was Eric. Now
And then he
I
said
don't
Chef.
I don't think he did say Chef.
He
Well,
said
Chef
Eric,
could be
Chef, and
Miller.
Allen.
Eric,
Chef-
Chef, Allen.
Chef could be Miller. That's why. So
That's
there could be another after Jason.
But it seems weird. Like if Nathan's pulling that meta play, Nathan calling out his Mafia bro, it just seems unlikely. I'm just saying that.
Who were the four that he said he checked again when he was cop?
I forget.
He said I was clear for sure. I remember that much.
Eric.
I know he said he checked
Alan.
Rob.
I was fourth.
said
He said he
Rob.
checked Rob.
And one
Didn't say
more.
it's- like it doesn't matter what he said because he didn't say if the person was clear or not. He just said he checked them.
It's still interesting information to have.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think was it Jason or Chef that he said was for?
So here's one thing I want to just propose, and I'm totally down with killing Nathan this round, but on a number saying, depending on how many Mafia are left, if we let's say the plan is right now, like we kill Nathan right now,
Right.
and then we kill like whoever it is we decide on, we
Jason.
kill them next day, no matter what.
Right.
Obviously that other person is probably going to be a stronger Mafia player. Do we want to kill them this turn and Nathan next turn?
I don't think
No.
Probably not.
Can't
Never.
wait.
Who's
Can't
gonna
wait.
die?
Big decision to Nathan.
Well,
We kind of know who's gonna die.
Never,
Kill Nathan.
Never.
No.
We could win
Never.
outright with Nathan right now.
It's
It could be. We could win outright with Nathan right now. I don't think you risk that.
No, never risk it. Never.
I
Nathan,
think
do you
if we have three of them dead and we kill Nathan right now, we win. But I think what Carlson
That
said
means that-
before is a
wait.
bad play to think it's one.
I'm not saying
that
that
means
it's one. I'm just saying that
Door,
it could happen.
Carlson, why are you
I-
saying-
I'm not
why are
saying
you
it.
saying to
I
leave
think
a
you're
mark
right.
that-
Because weren't there only two lynches?
We killed Storzerg.
We killed Store and we killed Rob.
yeah.
Tim was a night kill. Kayla was a night kill.
Kayla
Unctuous
killed
was
Chef.
a night
Kayla
kill.
killed
Chef was a nice
But
kill
those are
though.
the Vigi
That
kills.
Chef was a night kill.
So-
So we've only had two lynches, which means there can't be. Well, Chef could have been the third.
It could, yeah.
It could have
That
been.
would mean that
If we
Storzer
don't
I
win
think-
after
and
Jason,
Rob
there's one more.
and
There could be
Chef.
three.
I
There could be
feel
three.
like there's two. I feel like there's two
Probably two more.
Two and then possibly three.
after.
So that's the only thing.
Two
That's
after
what I was
Nathan?
proposing. I was saying, if we leave the decision of who to kill up to Nathan, is that a better idea than leaving it to a more experienced player? No offense, Nathan.
No, no, because we know he's Mafia for sure.
No matter what happens, they're going to kill
And
Peter,
they're
right?
gonna kill Peter. Yeah, they're gonna.
There's
kill Peter, so it
there's
doesn't
no
matter.
thought for an experienced Mafia to do anything. They tried the meta play last turn, it didn't work, and that's it.
Okay, so we're on Jason next.
I think so. That's who I'm.
Do you think Jason would not kill me?
I'm not dumb enough.
Yeah, that's
Eric,
That's
what
why.
do you think?
That's
like-
why I think.
and-
That's
and-
why I think it's Nathan left by
It
himself.
could,
but
it could
I
be
don't know.
Julian. It could be Julian. That's
it
my
could be
next one.
Julian.
In the other hand, though, Seth,
Yeah.
if Seth was really Mafia, he would not let him still leave either.
I would
think
say
that Jason, Ryan, and Eric are all capable of not killing Peter.
What? I'm sorry, man. Why would I
Well,
not kill
well,
Peter?
no, here's my
Why
question.
would
Do you
anyone
think
not kill Peter? Why would anyone let Peter
why
not
would you
read?
leave the fake cop claim to? Well, okay. Why would you leave the fake cop claim to Nathan then?
That's a very good point,
well, they can't talk about it, right?
Does it
He could
matter?
have just
who he
decided
said
that
what
on his own.
dude.
Do we
he's
have a
by
formal?
himself. Just formal him. It's over.
Well, all right, let's just
okay,
agree
formal Nathan.
and then
Nathan, give your
Jason.
formal defense.
Nathan, Jason.
I don't know what I can do.
And we're voting.
Okay.
We're voting. Okay.
Anyone else have anything to say in favor or against him? No. Voting in 3, 2, 1. Vote. Game over. Town wins.
Yes.
I told you guys.
Well done, guys.
That's
That was like
so
the longest last round ever.
Oh.
Fucking.
Whoever says, "Oh, we should let Nathan alive one more round." Jesus Christ, people!
And
I gave up for a game.
I
I
would
really
have
think
killed you.
Nathan's gonna be the one to come out as fake cop if there was more than one Mafia. Peter fucking nailed it. He's right.
Jesus fuck.
The
Guys,
next one.
I wanted to end that last round so badly. I was like, he's the
Kayla,
last Mafia.
I'm sorry,
You know
Kayla.
who's Mafia.
You were not Mafia. I apologize, Kayla. Bad
Strawberry's
read.
not
Bad
back.
read.
No, because
That
Eric,
was a horrible read.
you played
She's
the worst case
sitting in
scenario,
a
and I did
fetal
not think that we were
position.
down to one. I thought we had
You
two
were.
left.
You were.
Mafia.
So
Nathan,
my whole thing,
I was
my
sitting
whole thing
like
behind
this,
that was
someone
that Nathan would make a worse.
bed.
Nathan might slip up in the night round on who to kill, whereas if Jason was Mafia, he wouldn't slip up.
But we know
That's
they would kill
exactly
Peter.
another point
They
why
would
he's
kill
the only
Peter
one left.
either way.
Yeah, he's the only
No,
one
I
that
would-
would have killed Peter.
No, I was talking about for the like. No, I think that he wasn't the only one. I think that it would have been actually pretty smart play with two left, and for one person to come at like not kill Peter, one person fake claims. You go through the check process. I think that actually would have been a really smart play for Mafia.
Carlton, but at the end of this,
But
if
there-
there was another one, they would have killed Peter either way. Like,
Well, that's
fuck.
that's why I was saying if it was Nathan
that
and one other
point was
person,
that
if we leave
Peter
Nathan
would
alive,
save the
maybe
news.
he
The entire
wouldn't
point
kill
was
Peter.
Peter and Alan are fake.
Does that mean I was right on Starzig for like the beginning?
why would he
Were
not
we
kill
right on
Peter, though?
Sorzer?
Hey guys, I just
It's
like to direct
possible.
Yeah,
the
you
chat.
had to be.
They're
I was
saying
willing to
it's
take the
best.
chance on it. To
Who
get
is
Peter another
Mafia? I don't even know.
Okay, I
Yeah.
will read off
Mine
all
is
of the
zero.
roles. Everybody,
Actually-
listen up, listen up. Here's the roles. In Mafia, the Mafia team starred Storzerg, Nathan, Sheth, and Rob. The
Wow.
cop was
Oh.
Peter. The Miller
Oh,
was
boy.
Ryuzilla. And the
Oh,
vigilante was Kayla.
Good thing.
Oh my god.
Who was
Oh,
Mafia
such a
again?
good thing.
Mafia
Who's
was
Mafia?
Storzerg, aka Bob, Nathan, aka New Guy, Sheth, aka Sean, Rob, aka Rob.
I fucking knew.
Oh.
Oh, you thought it was Jason,
fuck
Eric.
you, Eric. You said it was fuck you. Here, suck
No,
on this.
you were on my
fucker.
safe list, dude. You were on my
No, you
safe
said it was.
No,
You said it
no,
was
he wasn't.
Jason. You said
No,
you
I
were Jason with the other three.
said,
No,
you
if-
just,
No, no,
you
no.
just
I said.
you just,
I said
oh man, I was right. Jason was Mafia. I was
No, no,
right
no,
from the
no, no, no.
beginning.
I have a
no,
question.
no, no. I said if Nathan is not the end game, then it's Jason. That's what I said.
Wait, I
You
have a-
said Jason, Rob, Nathan, and Chef.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
and then when I said
Yep.
that, you're like, man, I called that from the
Yep,
beginning. son.
yep.
I called that from the beginning.
I missed one. All right, I missed one.
Nobody actually got all four.
Missed one.
I got Starzig, man. I knew from the beginning.
Okay, chat, I've muted them for us. I'm going to run an ad, and then I'm going to come back and play some StarCraft or do something else with chat. So that's what's going to happen. All right, see you guys in a few minutes after the ads.
Stuttering like he was stuttering
Yeah,
like
I
He's
don't,
always
I don't think
It took
he
him
would've-
5 minutes to come out with who checked.
It's actually
Would've
names,
voiced him
like,
anyway?
I
Are
So
you
Tim,
sure?
like halfway through the game, I was trying to tell people to watch Nathan, but I didn't want to call him out specifically. So I let some people think I was talking about Tort. I was trying to like tell people specifically watch Nathan because he's got this giant grin on his face every time the attention gets thrown off of him or somebody that's town is getting accused. He's like,
Well, the thing also, like, it was pretty obvious because we had no reads on Tort because we didn't play with him last game. We only had played with Nathan, so.
I'm just naive and slow, man. That's it.
by the
Like,
I was
I'd be a
pretty
great
safe
Mafia
on-
player because
I wish
That's a
Storzig
highlight.
did more
That's
first
a
round.
highlight play right there.
I'm
the
glad I
fourth
gave
night.
the kid a chance.
I'm
I
glad.
was kind of safe on Tort just because of his voting pattern.
Yeah, Kayla, sick read, Kayla.
I was surprised the store didn't fake claim cop.
I didn't say it was a read. I just.
All right,
Tort,
guys,
you-
I
You-
think
you
I am
protected
done.
the little flaccid flower that turned
Guys,
out
I
to be
wanted
Mafia.
him
I'm
to
out.
actually play the game.
Bye, Neil.
Wait, Neil, I want to
Thank
ask.
you.
Wait. Are we sticking around to talk?
You guys can stick around to talk. I'm gonna bounce. I
Yeah,
am so
man.
tired.
I need to know how to improve.
Only
Like,
2 games. 2 incredible.
Incredibly
games.
long. Well, it's 11:30. If we were to take another game, it would go until like 2 a.m.
Yeah, it would go. It would
We
go
had
pretty
a,
long.
2:30
we
for
had
me,
like
I'm
a 2.5
Eastern.
hour game
2:30.
one. Okay.
The sun's out where Jason's at. He's like blocking his
Well,
eyes from the
why
sun.
don't we dissect this for like 5 minutes for the stream and then turn it off?
You want to dissect
Oh,
it for
it's
5
fine.
minutes?
I'm out
Yeah.
if we're doing that.
If
Take
Ryan
care,
had
guys.
Yeah.
stopped
Yeah,
me.
peace
All right, bye, Chef.
Nice, Chef.
Well, I
Bye,
think.
Chef.
Well, let's see what chat wants actually.
What does it want to do?
Does chat want analysis?
Another game, Kappa.
Am I the only one who was glad that Tim died first round?
Yes.
No, because I would have voted Rob off.
No, I
second
wanted
day.
Tim. I wanted Tim. Would have shaken things up.
If we would have had Tim, I would have been yelling, and I would have.
Tort, you almost fucked us. If Peter didn't
I
check
would have
you, oh my
actually the
God.
second
Okay.
game. I was.
I
was
told you,
like
great
Mafia. From the chat, I was reading Rob so hard. I'm like, this game is a gut Rob game, and I was like, God, I just want to turn back on my camera and just like formal Rob and like just leave. Getting such a Mafia vibe from Rob the second day.
So
He was just,
I
like,
want to
so
clear something
quiet.
up though, because I think my logic is totally sound in the end because of the numbers. Riding on the fact that we had 2, I thought it was worth taking a chance that Nathan would screw up that night kill to try and get somebody else.
I don't think he was dumb enough to not kill Peter, though.
Yeah, there was like a huge
No, it might have been okay. It
Because, no,
honestly
here's
might
the
have
thing,
been
I
okay.
wanted to keep Peter alive because the entire basis was that he was fake cop.
Right, but the thing is, like, and if you had done that one more night, and we kept you alive, you did that one more night, he would have gotten one more check, and then there's no way Town could have lost.
Yeah.
Well, that's his.
Well,
if
Well, you probably would have checked Ryan.
Well,
Here's,
he checked
here's the
Ryan,
thing:
yeah.
if his persuasive,
I
go
think
ahead.
if you checked Ryan, Mafia would have won.
Things would have been bad
Mafia
if
might
you
have
checked
won.
me.
It would have.
But his name was
There are
really
very-
against their
Yeah, there are
favor.
very few circumstances where I will advocate not killing a known Mafia, but that was one of them.
Well, no, if we killed
Okay.
Ryan,
Was-
like
All right,
I was
guys,
almost-
They wouldn't
we're
have
back
lost,
from commercial break. Do you guys want to discuss this last game for 5 minutes for chat?
I was
I thought
almost-
that's what we
that
were
was the
doing.
discussion.
No, I told you guys
I
they
thought
were
that
on
was
break.
it.
The
I was as
stream
close
wasn't
to
on.
Yeah, they
as
just running a
possible,
commercial.
Ryan.
The stream wasn't.
Okay, stream is back. 5 minutes of talking about Mafia, and then I'm gonna go off and do something else with the chat.
okay. I feel
Okay,
like
can I-
if he checked
That-
Ryan and we would have killed him anyways, I think we would have won anyways. 'Cause you're the last
We might
Mafia.
have. Yeah.
It would
I
not
mean, I
have
was saying
scored
Nathan from the
Ryan
frickin'
in
beginning.
any
Yeah.
instance of this game.
I think like as soon as Sheth went in and it was like we're killing quiet people and then stopped talking, I was like, wait a second, that kind of made it a little bit.
Yeah,
weird.
but in,
I wish
in the end,
Storzer
though-
came back so we can get his mind, because I think he was kind of the victim of a long day one, and people wanted blood at that point. But his defense,
Yeah, I think we did get
Yeah,
lucky.
but
Yeah.
That was-
that was a
like-
lucky like snipe day one.
Rob, we would have had a Mafia kill
run the
night one
numbers,
anyway.
What's
Okay.
that?
Numbers, like,
We would
you
have had a
want to-
Mafia kill night one anyway.
How?
Why?
Because if we didn't vote Storzerg off, we were going for Nathan.
Yeah,
Right.
pretty much.
Regardless of it, we
Yeah,
had
no, I agree with that. Yeah, and I was ready to throw Nathan out from the beginning.
Tort, I'm so pissed
I
off
did.
at you, by
He
the
was
way.
in my
I'm so
circle of
pissed
I
off.
didn't like. Yeah.
So glad
I'm sorry. I don't know how you
Like-
play. You seem like you.
No, it's
you
not that
always
you.
go
No,
quiet.
it's not that you suspect me. That's fine, but you keep saying the opposite of what's obvious.
The
I
thing
don't-
is, dude,
I
is you never want to out someone like,
yeah,
oh, I
you,
think
you
that
you outed the cop,
That's
then later
why.
we all.
and
We
then you
all
were like,
knew.
"Why are we
Why-
killing Nathan? Why are we killing Nathan?" I was like,
No,
Like, we
I said
all
I
knew.
wanted like why aren't we killing Nathan? That's why I was like
Yeah,
I was
why are you
asking
guys
why
talking
we
about it for
aren't.
so long?
Yeah, but like when D3 came out, or when he was basically saying, no, it's not Alan, it's Sheth, and we're all like, he's probably cop. And you're like, wait, is anybody else gonna get the vibe that he's cop? I think. He's
and then
cop.
Rob was like totally trying to push it back on Peter. I was like,
No, but I mean, at that point, if everyone if he's that transparent, then everyone knows it.
Yeah.
And
I was
the
just
only reason why
making
I
connections,
continued
that's
pursuing
why.
Peter, like I would not have pursued him, but I said from the first day that I was suspicious of Peter. So that's I had that framing to go work off of. It wasn't like I would never just cold call Peter and try,
Well,
make him out himself.
I don't think that beats out like his mostly cop already. Like he almost outed himself already at that.
Yeah. It was
What
getting
else
close.
did
It was
I-
getting there.
What else should I improve?
I feel like there are a lot of obvious things you say, and there's not a lot of like personal things you say. So like, you kind of need to evaluate what you're like what you see from your perspective on other people. Why would someone say X? Why would someone say Y? Why would this person defend this other person? And just offer your opinion on that.
Here's another good tip. Sorry, Peter.
Go ahead. No, it's cool.
Sorry from talking over you the previous two times. Not the first night because I was Mafia. I want to kill everybody. But now I'm sorry. Okay. I think a good thing to keep in mind, Tort, is like don't be afraid to just talk about one, your gut instinct, and two, just like things you're unsure about. Because I think a big problem that keeps people quiet is like, well, I'm not 100% sure on X. Well, it's like the game is about not knowing 100% unless you're Mafia or you're cop. So, like, if you're a townsperson, there's no point in thinking, like, I will absolutely know everything unless someone just calls themselves as Mafia or cop checks someone. So I think it's okay if you want to speak up about, like, oh, I have, like, a feeler about this. but that's all. And then those feelers get better with time because like, you know.
I only had 3 presumptions, so to speak. My 3 were, 1, Alan was Mafia, which is clearly off. 2 was that Peter was cop or Mafia because he was defending 3 other people. So either he was part of the 4 Mafia, or he was a cop because he was defending me, and I knew I was town. And then my last presumption was that Eric and Ryan and Jason were together because they always seem to either collate with one another against either Kayla or they defended one another.
You also have to remember, like, when it comes down to reads and stuff, like, we've been playing with each other for weeks and weeks and weeks on end. So, like, when it comes to reads, like, we have historical context that you don't have. So you're coming in and you don't know how people act. You don't know their personalities. You don't know how they are in and out of the game necessarily. So, like, reads are different.
Great call on Rob early on in the game, just as being town.
He wasn't alive long enough to have my back.
I think you should watch more VODs to see how we play individually.
Oh, 4 hours is